Hi, I'm Mark, and in this video I'm going to show you 5 different bridge styles that you can build. Now these 5 different bridges go from the very simple to the fairly complex, but hopefully one of them will give you an idea of the type of bridge you'd like to build. So let's get started. This first bridge is what's called a covered bridge. And this is something that if you've ever seen the movie Bridges of Madison County, you'll recognize. But one of the things that you want to do when you build these covered bridges is make sure they're realistic looking. Now that sounds kind of interesting from a Minecraft standpoint, but wooden bridges are very iconic. People are accustomed to them looking a certain way. I built this one, by the way. Tried a few different styles with this until I found one that looked pretty realistic. I found that if I didn't follow through on that, it just had an odd look. I don't know why that is, probably because these are so iconic. A tip I would give you is make sure that you put the bridges into the shoreline so there's some connectivity there. I'm going to show you 4 other bridges and all of them have this style so that they have some way of meeting up with the land, of connecting. Another thing you may want to keep in mind is the details on the underside. For example, this bridge has got these beams underneath. Now typically folks aren't going to see that, but if you know they're there, then it makes it just that much more satisfying. And also don't forget that you do need these pillars, or abutments I think they're called, on your bridges. A bridge in the real world can only stretch so far. So that's where this bridge kind of fits in. It's a little more realistic, a little more homey, and I like it. I personally like it a lot. Come on, Starter. That's my horse, Starter. His dad was Ender. Unfortunately, Ender vanished. I have no idea where Ender went. Now this next style of bridge that I'm going to show you is very simple. Oh, picked up an egg. Get out of here. I don't like eggs. All right. And that's this bridge right here. If we take a close look, you can see it's super simple, but it is tied in to the shoreline like this. It's got the abutment because it can only go so far. And it's just a very simple, nice bridge to go over just a little area like that. Don't go swimming, Starter. So I could say, more about this bridge, but I don't think I need to. It's pretty straightforward. Now the next bridge I'm going to show you is a really long bridge. And I think what you're going to find is that I'm going the wrong way. Let's go this way instead. I think what you're going to find with this bridge is that unlike some of them, it lacks a certain amount of realism. The bridge is more than could really exist in the real world, but by the same token, it's very cool in that there's a certain, I don't know, awesomeness to it, I guess is the best word I can find. By the way, I'm on the Craft Theory server. If you're interested in learning more about this server, it's crafttheory.net. And if you feel like joining us, that would be wonderful. Just put in an application. Now we're almost there. The bridge is coming up right here in front of us. And this is the bridge. We're out on it, and it's more or less a continuation of the road. But when we get up here, you'll see that it does this funky little turn thing, but it's got these cool bridge abutments. Now, if abutment isn't the right word, I hope you'll forgive me, but you can see that it's got these here, which add a certain amount of realism to the bridge, even though this bridge couldn't be farther than reality than anyone. So, yeah, this is just kind of a cool, long stretch type bridge, and you can see it there. And it goes on for a long way. Hello, bunny. So that's 3 of the bridges so far. I've got 2 more to show you, and these 2 bridges I think are the high points of our little tour here. One is fairly simplistic and realistic. The other one is more complex, but also realistic. We're going to take a look at that in a moment. It's just going to take us a little time to get back there. This server is 100% survival. It's a total vanilla server, which means I can't TP anywhere. If I want to get someplace else, I either have to take the overland route or go through our nether hub. And in this case, it's a little easier to go overland, just so I can show you all these cool bridges. I'll also take you on a brief tour of the server itself, which is a very, very nice server. Nice clock tower up there. I built that. I'll just show off some of the stuff I built. How's that? Whee! Take the overland route. Come on over here. And up. Now we're coming up on the two other bridges that I wanted to show you in this video. This first one here is more of a trestle bridge, I believe they call this. Hello, horsey. And it's this style that you would see for railroad bridges or for medium length auto bridges and things like that, car bridges. And if you look at it, it's got some pretty simplistic style. It's got the railroad, the rails along the side. It's got the continuation of the road style. The coloration is somewhat meant to mimic older rusty metal, but it also could be a painted type of bridge. But you can see it from here. Very, very nice. And now the coup de grace. I think that's how you say that. The coupe de ville, the something, 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 is this bridge. Look at that puppy. Is that not gorgeous? Now, is it huge? No. Is it overly complex? Somewhat. I can imagine it was very difficult to get these cables here to look the way you wanted them to. But I think overall this bridge is pretty awesome, and I think with a little forethought any one of us could build this particular bridge. And it's just fun to go across with those cables coming down. Neat. Neato, neato, neato. I like this one. So that about wraps it up for this video. If you liked what you saw, please leave a comment or leave a like, or best of all, subscribe. If you didn't like what you saw, keep that to yourself. Thanks for watching.